I am starving. I need food. Have a sip of scotch while we wait.
Say you're fond of fancy things, diamond clips and emerald rings, and you want your man to come through. Give him the ooh
Well, we
la
can't
la.
use that egg. It's smoky in here, but that's okay. I'm hungry. God, don't you hate it when you're just really hungry but you don't have the time to make a meal? I think I have the solution. A really quick recipe made under 10 minutes. Zucchini pancakes. All you need is one zucchini, and we're going to shred it first. And I first discovered this recipe, well, I first made it when I was living in Scotland. And I was bored with what I was making at the time, and I wanted something that was quick and easy after I came home from work. And I found it on the internet. It was a perfect recipe. And I've modified it since then because the original recipe just calls for just zucchini with flour and eggs. But I use onions in it just to give it a little more taste to it. So we're just going to chop up some onions. So I just sort of loosely chop up some onion. It doesn't really have to be perfect, but you don't want to have too many big pieces in your pancake, considering that we've shredded the zucchini. So we're just going to stick this in the bowl with the shredded zucchini. Now what we need next is 3 eggs. So I'm just going to go to the fridge and get out the eggs. Yolks in, and that's all you need. That was a harder one to crack. And last egg. Stick it there. Oh, I got a bit of eggshell in there. I don't think it's going to come out. I'll just blend it up real nice. So just, once you get the eggs in there, just blend them all in. And before we add the flour, I just add a bit of salt and pepper for more taste. So just a pinch or 2 of salt should do it good. I like salt, so I put a little bit extra in. And let's get some fresh ground pepper. Okay, so just mix that in. And then what we need next is to mix in a 1/2 cup of flour. Let's get the flour out. Yes, my mother keeps a big tin of flour. Anyways, so the recipe originally called for whole wheat flour, but I just use any flour around. Sometimes whole wheat actually makes them really dry, and I find that just normal white flour is the best one to use for these. So what I do is I just stick a little bit in at a time and then mix it up. As you see, it's just getting thicker and thicker. And we're just going to dump the last bit in. So now we've all mixed it up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on the oven. We're going to turn on to medium heat and let the frying pan heat up. I'm just going to put a bit of unsalted butter in the pan to grease it. Again, I like a lot of butter, and we'll just wait for that to heat up. Okay, can't touch it with your hands because I'm baking. Anyway, just sort of get the butter around the pan. Work out. So because of the size of the pan, we can only do 1 pancake at a time, which is no big deal. You can probably make them a little bit bigger. Actually, I'm going to squeeze 2 in. 2 small ones.
When your favorite Romeo grabs his hat and starts to go, don't reveal the fact that you're blue. Don't break down and start to boo. There's just one thing for you, la la do, la la do, la la. Like Tallulah, just give him the ooh la la.
So we are ready to eat. Now, on their own, they're great, but I like to dip them. Personally, I like soy sauce, but you can also try mustard or sour cream. I'm going to try a little bit of each today. Thanks for joining us. I'm going to finish this off.
you.